fresh. Lots of vegetables, lots of herbs, and some seasoning as well. So what do you do with the leftovers when you don't want the same thing you had the day before? Well, if you have chicken, well, then you can make a la vodka. And that's according to our next guest, Chef Ernie Vega from the Strand Restaurant in Scottsdale. We welcome you to the show.
Thank you. Very happy to be here. Yep, we are making a chicken a la vodka today. So it's a really great way, like you said, to get rid of that leftover chicken.
Okay.
We're going to have a little bit of oil in a pan and throw in some, this is actually pancetta. You can use bacon. The only real difference between pancetta and bacon, it's kind of what Italian uses bacon, is it's not smoked.
Okay.
So, you know, it kind of just gets rid of the smokiness there. I'm going to let that sizzle up just a little bit there. And while we're doing it, we're going to cut up a little fresh squash, some of those fresh ingredients we were talking about. Let's throw in a little fresh zucchini there.
Do you have a garden in your backyard? I don't.
Not right now.
I want one.
Oh yeah, when it comes to the season, they're great. Can't go without a garden. So let's throw some of that fresh in there. Always add a little salt and pepper as we're adding those fresh ingredients in.
Now tell me about the Strand.
The Strand's located downtown, right by the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, okay.
In the Cityscape Shopping Center. We were shopping another great place to be. A lot of stuff going down there. Let's throw in that leftover chicken.
And you just put in a little bit of garlic, minced garlic, a little bit of shallots?
A little garlic and a little bit of shallots. For those that don't know shallots is kind of like a cross between a little garlic and onion. Kind of imparts a little bit of both flavors in there.
I'm looking at this, these images of your restaurant, and I love your decor. How would you describe the ambiance?
Thank you very much. You know, we try to take a little bit more of that modern take on Italy. You know, in the background, we actually had a photographer from Milan take a panoramic shot of the main square in Milan. Oh. We got the Duomo, the old church there.
I hope you went with the photographer.
Seating. Oh, yeah.
You know, quality control, of course.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And now any excuse for a trip to Milan, of course. Now,
can't miss out a little vodka. I'm going to throw some of that in the pan. And that vodka really just releases all those flavors in the bottom of the pan. It glazes the pan.
Okay.
And a lot of people ask, why do we use vodka instead of wine? It's really because vodka is really clean. So with vodka, you aren't going to impart any other additional flavors. So when you really want to have the other flavors already there come through, vodka is a great way to go.
So if you're not really going to taste it, what is it? Is like adding moisture to the chicken? Or?
What it does is when you're cooking that garlic and the shallots and the bacon and everything on the pan, all that flavor attaches to the pan.
Oh, it's really, okay, you're deglazing the pan.
Right, so the vodka comes in there and pulls out that flavor so we get that mixed in with our sauce. I'm just going to throw, I pre-cooked some pasta here. This is a torchette pasta, kind of a fun pasta to work with there.
Torchette.
Torchette, little tiny torches. Let's throw a little freshly made tomato sauce in there. And I put a little heavy cream, just fresh little heavy cream.
Wow, this looks pretty easy, all things said.
It's so easy. Easy to do. That's what we want to try. We're trying to make cooking fun and easy for everybody. A little Parmesan cheese. So
out of the Strand, do you have like seasonal specials that kind of are dependent upon the time of year and the vegetables and the, the things that are in season?
Absolutely. We try to mix up. In summer, try to do some lighter, fun dishes. Winter, try to richen it up and anything, kind of move into the fall.
Yeah.
Always got to have fun with the different seasons. That's all. Italian cooking, you just can't do that without having a little fun with the different seasons and freshness of all the flavors.
Where'd you get your start in cooking? Was it a family thing?
I used to live and work in San Francisco. I worked with a guy named Adriano Paganini, who is from Milan.
Adriano Paganini?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very unbelievable chef, and he, for about 10 years, I worked under his tutelage. I learned a ton about cooking. A lot of slaps on the wrist. A lot of very picky on exactly how everything's got to be cooked and approached.
Don't you feel like some of the best chefs come from mentors like that? Because like there's no room for error,
No, you learn so much about all the little importance of little details here and there and how it all comes together, and just something like, okay, you're cooking a dish like this, you want to roast garlic. When you're cooking a sauce with a lot of seafood, you just want to blonde the garlic a little bit, because if you roast it, it competes with the seafood. But there's so many things in cooking. I mean, you can go on for hours and hours just learning all the little intricacies that make a big difference in the finished product.
That's interesting. I've never heard that before.
You don't have a finished dish.
Oh, let's do that.
Let's go
by the magic of TV. Only so we can say that. Let me put that right here so that doesn't compete with any of it. That way, JC can come down here and grab a shot. And it looks like you've put some, fresh or some.
Yeah, for TV, for fun, I put in there so it shows up a little bit better, but usually...
And we would find this on your menu?
That would have to be on our menu.
Okay.
That's one that stays on year-round. That's a popular dish for us.
Well, I don't know if my producer, Kim, told you, but I'm a sucker for sweet, like sugar, sweet, anything sweet.
Oh.
I can't stay away from it. So when I was hearing what we're doing in this next segment, I almost screamed, because we're doing tiramisu crepes for breakfast or dessert.
Absolutely.
Like a tiramisu just by itself would be enough. I mean, I could bathe in it. But to have it in a crepe, the light, cannot wait.
And I agree with you. I love tiramisu, and it would give me a good excuse to eat tiramisu for breakfast.
Exactly. It's one of the food groups now. We just made it one, right, Terry?
Just be honest. That's what it's all about. I want dessert for breakfast.